Hi, Bears fans. This is Jack Wright from the Bear Down Report. You can find me on Twitter at jwrightbdr. Okay, let's take a look at Mitchell Trubisky. A lot of you may be wondering, well, what is it about him that just hasn't worked? We're so hopeful for him. Such a nice kid. Seems to really work hard, has the respect of his teammates and the coaches, but there's something missing, right? It's frustrating. What is it? What is it that's missing? Well, I think one of the main things that's missing with number 10 is his decision making is not good. It's not at the NFL caliber. I think part of it's speed of the game and part of it must just be processing. It's not an easy position to play. There's no doubt about it. You have to process a lot of information. In this particular play, which is a really cool play, it's a run pass option, which includes a read option as well. So what do we mean by that? Well, RPO or run pass option gives the quarterback the ability to either pass the ball or run the ball. In this instance, if there are 6 men in the box, and the box constitutes loosely from tackle to tackle to about 5 to 7 yards off. All right. So in this particular instance, we would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the box. If we have 6 in the box, that's a run play because we believe that our 5 offensive linemen can handle at least 5 of their 6 defenders. And we believe that our running back, Monty, can beat that lone defender if it comes to a one-on-one situation. So Mitch makes the right call here. He decides because there are only 6 men in the box, he's going to go ahead and he's going to run the ball. If there were 8 men in the box, if there were 7 men in the box, that means they've got less defensive backs out here in the off-screen section. And so what he would then do is he would get the snap, fire the ball to Anthony Miller, where there is a wide receiver screen set up. You've got 2 more wideouts, I believe, Robinson and maybe Mooney to the left of the screen, and they would go ahead and block down, and Miller would bubble out. It's really a nice play. But that's not the one to go with because they're defending that one. We don't have the numbers out there. We have the numbers in here. Now, the last option, besides giving it to Monty on the inside zone read, is to read this defensive end. This is where the read option element comes in. This defensive end will do one of 2 things. Either A, he will crash down. He will come down the line hard in this general direction. If he does that, Mitch, he should turn and he should put the ball in Monty's stomach. And as he's riding out that fake, his eyes are directly on this end. If that end crashes, and he can also see the linebacker as well in this particular instance, then he goes ahead and he pulls it and he keeps the ball and he runs. If that end, or in this case, the linebacker decide to bracket, in other words, he's responsible for this outside gap, right? So if Mitch runs around the outside, it's his fault. So he might just come straight across the line and set up, knowing that this is a read option, knowing that if he decides to just come across the line and set up, then Mitch will read that and he will give the ball to Monty. Now, as we look at this play develop, the problem is, unfortunately, that he makes the wrong read, ultimately. His ability to read the play is suspect. So as we take a look at as this develops, do you see that end's motion right away? That end comes crashing down right from the beginning. He's not even attempting to honor Mitch Trubisky in this particular instance. He's not even considering that Mitch might keep the ball. And you can even see that the linebacker bites as well. For a minute, he tries to duck back out, but you can see, Mitch is completely free. So in this particular instance, it really is a decision-making matter. And he just makes the wrong decision. And I guess when we look at the decisions that he makes, he so frequently makes the wrong decision. Again, one more time, just to really set it forward. The read is here. Monty motions in, which brings another guy in the box. But it's still in the RPO, it's still a run play. We ought to be able to handle these guys in the box with our 5 offensive linemen. catches the ball. He's got to really ride that fake. He just kind of gives a cursory glance to that fake. If he's doing that well, and if he's kind of a master with the ball, he will he'll bend at the knees, he'll break down, and he'll really sell that fake. I'm going to give that ball to Monty. It's going to look like, without a doubt, I'm going to give that ball to Monty to really get this guy to bite. Once he bites, he pulls and runs. We'll look at a couple other instances where Mitch just kind of makes the wrong decision, and if you made the right decision, we get a better game than this one.